This module is going to be about the truth of consistency, which is discipline. Discipline will, yes, be there. As I said in the last module, you need to change your identity, and the discipline kind of just dissipates. Right? You're a disciplined person. Now, how does the world see that? They see you as super dialed. They see you as like a man with vigor, with this unmatched motivation, unmatched discipline. But it's just what you do. Your discipline, identity. This is the truth about consistency. The disciplines that you have in order to build the identity that you need to completely separate yourself from your moods, your emotions. Your higher self, the person you want to be, the person who's saying, yes, you can be this, and your lower self, they each have different emotions. They each have different energies, different vibes, different thoughts. And when you can separate them and start choosing your higher self, you're able to transcend, you're able to transmute certain negative emotions because you recognize it. Hey, this is my lower self. Hey, this is not where I want to be. Hey, this is not what I'm going to do. I'm not even going to think this. Your discipline does not equal your mood. In the morning, I rarely want to get up, but I get up. Even though I identify as somebody who's disciplined, I'm still building that identity for myself on a daily basis. I haven't done it enough times where it's just what I am. It's just what I do. For the last 15 years, I've been in athletics. I played soccer my entire life. It's just what I am. It's what I do. If I woke up one day and I was fat, I would be like, bro, what is going on? I can't. It's not me. I'd be so uncomfortable. I would probably spend the entire month getting back to where I'm at. You need to remove the friction. Remove the friction throughout your life. Friction for me comes in, hey, maybe I'm setting too big of a goal. Maybe I need to chunk it down. Maybe instead of recording 7 modules today, I just record 2, right? Chunk it down. Maybe instead of running 50 laps, you just start with 5. Resistance, friction. You need to know when to apply it and when to dial back. All right? Friction, going to bed. You have a 10-step evening routine, way too much. Strip it down to 2 or 3 things. Same thing with your morning routine. Friction. When you go to bed, where is your phone? Is it next to your bed? Or is it out of your room? Friction. I have an alarm clock because that was a big deal for me. So I moved my phone out of my room and I simply use this alarm clock now. And it's very, very obvious to me when my lower self brings my phone in my room and I sleep with it next to my bed. It's very obvious. Friction. When you walk into your kitchen cabinets, your refrigerator, is it filled with healthy options that actually fuel you because you're not eating just for pleasure, you're eating for purpose, you're eating for fuel? Or is it a bunch of Twinkies and a bunch of, Go-Gurts in your fridge versus some real fruits, some meats, some veggies, some healthy, I don't know, whatever it is, whatever you like to eat that's healthy. Friction. There is, now, friction and discipline kind of play hand in hand because there's a study done that says there's kids and they were all given like a cookie, and the kids were told, hey, if you wait 10 minutes or 15 minutes, whatever it was, you get 2 cookies. Or you could just eat it now and have 1. And the kids that ate that cookie then versus the kids that waited for the 2 cookies, in their future, the kids had much different paths, much different avenues. And this just popped in my head as I'm making these videos. So obviously, there can be that correspondence to your environment plays a huge piece, but just because your environment has these quick pleasures, maybe you still live with your parents, like I do right now, maybe you still, I don't know, maybe you still have certain things in your life, maybe your workplace has certain triggers for you, maybe, you know, your family has certain triggers, there's friction there, but it's still in your environment, right? It's not perfect, whatever. You don't need it to be perfect. Matter of fact, it works better for your favor, I think, if you can withstand it, because that's building your mental tolerance. Friction, both of those forms are friction. Obviously you want to remove it, but you can also add it in, add whatever it is to you, and mentally apply this concept that I'm talking about. So set your environment up for success every single day. You know, your fridge, your cabinets, your room, your car, certain things like that. Also your mental environment, set that in place too. Set your mental environment in place. Get things in order. What are you thinking on a daily basis? How do you speak on a daily basis? What actions do you take on a daily basis? Normally, your outside world matches your internal world. You know, everything you have right now in your life, just look around. Where are you? Where are you? Is your room messy? Are you in your room? Is your car messy? Are you in your car? Who's around you? Who do you have around you? What job are you working? How do you see yourself? Do you have a Bible around you? Do you not? Do you have stuff structured, organized? Or is it all kind of cluttered? Fold, you know, like all these things, you know, all these things, they all add up into your environment. They all add up to who you are as a person, how you think about things, your habits of thought. And this is what manifests in your life. How is your body looking? Your body is just a reflection of your internal standards, your internal thoughts. It's a lagging indicator of your habits and your actions, which are a lagging indicator of your beliefs. How do you see yourself? What's going on up here? This is the truth about discipline. You need to choose the harder things. Choose the harder things every single day. You wake up, you don't want to get up, choose waking up. This morning specifically, I woke up at 4:40. My alarms were set at 5. I thought I snoozed. I thought I slept through my alarms. I woke up, I sprinted over to my clock. I'm like, whoa, what time is it? It's 4:40. I'm like, okay, got it. I was so tired. I went to bed at midnight, which is why I thought I snoozed. I only had like 4 hours of sleep. I got back in bed for that 10-20 minute period. Was that the easier thing to do or the harder thing? Easier, obviously. Did that make me better or worse? Worse, obviously. If I would have stayed up, I would have had a 20-minute head start on my routine, 20-minute head start on everything. It all adds up. All adds up. That 20 minutes didn't do me anything. I still will feel the same right now if I would have stayed up for that 20 minutes. Doesn't do anything. Choose the harder thing, because I will say this, the 20 minutes didn't do anything better for me. Matter of fact, it made me look on that moment and it made me wish I would have woke up 20 minutes earlier, which brings guilt and shame. You know, something that I know I could have done better on. I will do better on. This is the thing. Choose the hard thing. Choose it. Working out is not going to be easy. Get it through your head. Waking up is not going to be easy. Get it through your head. Leading a family is not going to be easy. Get it through your head. Building a business or working a job and excelling at it is not easy. Get it through your head. Stop expecting easy. Expect hard. Walking with God is not easy. Get it through your head. You need to have this mindset in order to attack the harder things. And the harder things are exactly what build you. This is why you need hard things in your life. Men, all men need hard things. I believe this is why we have school shooters. This is why we have men suicide rates. This is why we have things that happen that are crazy in the world, because the men run towards what's easy. The men take the easiest path. If they were trained under discipline, if they were trained under rigorous like structure, the things that were hard in their lives, they ran into it. It all changes. It all changes. Fatherlessness goes away because men stick with their families throughout the hard times. They're trained. Obesity goes away because men are trained to go towards the harder route. The way the system is set up financially for you changes because everybody is willing to make the sacrifices to put themselves in a position to thrive. They do the harder things. They learn. They don't care that it's hard or not. They take the 6-hour course versus getting high and watching Netflix. This is what would solve, I believe, a lot of problems in the world, is doing the harder thing. 3 non-negotiables that I do, I want to talk about. Number 1, the morning routine. Number 2, the evening routine. Not easy at all, guys. There are so many nights where I don't want to do it. It's 3 simple tasks. They each have 3 tasks. When I wake up, I have to do my 50 push-ups. I have to journal, just a simple journal, right? Entry. And then I have to pray. Not easy. The evening routine. I have to pray, I have to journal, and I have to stretch. Not easy. Simple. Especially when everything in you wants to stay in that bed. Your flesh does. My storage got full, so I had to cut that. I'll replace it. We fixed it. All right. 3 non-negotiables. Morning routine, evening routine, and then I work out, right? 3 non-negotiables throughout the day. Now, I say that as a broad, because I actually have non-negotiables that I write down in my journal every day. I do. I write down in this thing every day, bro. Every day. I have my 5. I want to go deeper in this on another video. I have my 5 SMART goals that I write down, right? I have my order of my morning. I have my order of my evening. So just what I said, what I repeated to y'all. And I have my non-negotiables for my work to hit my goals. So that is separate from what I'm talking about now, but those are things I do every single day that I know if you implemented right now, it would help change your life. So, as far as this goes, I'm gonna end this module here. I hope you got value from it. We went over a couple things: discipline, consistency. I really wanted to just kill your excuses in this video because there's somebody out there with a worse position than you, and they're making progress towards the man you want to be, towards the man they want to be. So why can't you? Why can't you make progress? You know, absolutely. Talked about discipline is not your mood. We talked about removing the friction, setting your environment, choosing hard things, and then finally the non-negotiables. I hope you could find value in this module. This wraps up module number 2. Module number 2. My name is Aiden Hatchett. We're gonna keep this going. Slide in the DMs if you want to talk to me, and we'll just keep this rolling. All right? Stay dangerous. I'll see you on the next module. Bye for now.